The Tesla Model Y is sold out. Multiple people, multiple inventory locations are showing that the old and busted legacy Tesla Model Y is completely sold out. We'll also show some photo evidence that maybe is assuming that maybe Tesla has finally killed or ended the production of the old Tesla Model Y. So we'll talk about what's to happen after this and my prediction on that as well later. And so it seems like the Model Y is sold out. New Tesla Model Y inventory is completely sold out in Texas, Michigan, Ohio, Illinois, Georgia, Utah, Virginia, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Indianapolis, Iowa, Nebraska, Hawaii, Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Wisconsin, Maryland, and Delaware. But there's a couple states missing from this list. One thing is for sure, California or any of those states that are near factories like Texas are not going to be sold out because of how close they are to the factory and where those areas might be the most inventory. And so it almost makes you think, like, is Tesla going to start transporting some of these vehicles to other states? And what's to come with like the non-launch Model Y? And so let us know, are you seeing the same in your area? Are you basically seeing that no inventory or there's a lack of inventory for the older Tesla Model Y? It really does feel like, it really does seem that if you put a seven, eight, $9,000 discount on a older Tesla Model Y, just like the ones we find in our deal spreadsheet down below. But I imagine at this point, all of these are most likely going to be gone, but some of them might be left. But like a couple like these that we're taking a look in the California market, $8,000, $9,000, it still exists. You can still get a almost $9,000 to $10,000 off discount, especially if you stack it with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, where you can save up to $1,000 on a Tesla vehicle. But what's to come with this? Because Tesla knows that at this point they have to sell these demo legacy Model Ys or inventory Model Ys at $8,000 to $9,000 off, and really it puts a different threshold. Like if you can get a Model Y performance for, $36,000, $35,000, $37,000, then that gets a little bit insane for sure. But then shout out to this post from Yaman. Tesla demands is so low that you have to offer 15% discounts to move metal. I miss the old Tesla days where it's absolutely vital that we adhere to no negotiation and no discount policy, but that has been true since we started taking orders 10 years ago. And so it certainly is a different climate because Tesla used to drop prices a ton, and now it's just the dropping inventory prices, and they change and fluctuate on those a ton instead of the actual MSRP, because there was a while where they were changing MSRP like crazy, and I'm glad they've moved away from that and they're just doing inventory price changes as well, based upon probably like how old that vehicle is in the day and inventory and everything. But Model Y is completely sold out in Darylyn's inventory, probably nothing. 23 zip code 23229. And here's another post, breaking: Tesla reportedly struggling to keep up with surging demand. And so it seems like there's an influx of buyers. Demand is an interesting one because certainly when you are putting a fat discount or even 0% interest on a new Model 3, of course, more people are going to be flocking to take a look at those. Brandon Tesla Flex posted this: inventory Model Y in Colorado is nearly gone. Only 10 left in a 200-mile radius from me. And then also, Gregor Truck has been told that in an East Coast region has sold out of the Model Y entirely, zero, none. When he checks for his area, Phoenix, only 11 Model Y performance deals remain in total. Honestly, wow. And so it seems like Tesla played this correctly, and they certainly moved all their different discounts. And so Model Y performance, if you can get an $8,000 to $9,000 discount, it seems like that is the threshold. And more people, not necessarily you if you're still watching and still in the market, but other people think that that is a great deal. And so certainly that seems to be the threshold at that time frame. And so really that goes to show us that there might not be a bigger discount than $8,000 to $9,000 off on a Tesla Model Y. And just a quick PSA on the Tesla market news. 0% does end on the Model 3 by the end of this month, and so does the Cybertruck 1.99% APR also ends. And so both of these, I believe you have to take delivery. I know the Model 3 for sure you have to take delivery by the end of the month to get qualified for it. Cybertruck, I'm not actually sure, but I want to say it also you have to take delivery by the end of the month, March 31st. And so now let's look forward and think about what is to come from this. Like, when is non-launch going to happen? And really, most importantly, is this actually the end of the Tesla Model Y legacy, older body style? And has Tesla completely switched to the launch series or the new Model Y Juniper? And then also, like, when is non-launch actually going to happen? Well, shout out to Joe for doing his drone videos over Austin, Texas. I watched a couple of them right before getting on this stream, and it does seem like there is absolutely zero older Tesla Model Ys being produced at all, at least from the Giga Texas factory. So it does seem like they've completely switched to launch series Juniper Model Y. So if that's the case, here's what I think might be happening here. And in terms of the prediction for the next month, I think as we finish the end of March and almost maybe even April, I still think that the launch series Model Y will be the only Model Y that you'll be able to order, as they completely sell down to zero. I mean, if you take a look at inventory charts for the Model Y, you can see, at least from this website, we can see 290 brand new Model Ys posted onto the website. And so they want to clear all of these out before switching anything to the new Model Y Juniper. And so what I feel like will happen is they're not going to announce the new Model Y non-launch until about mid-April. And we really need to take a look at when is the next Tesla earnings call date and take a look at that time frame, because I would imagine if it follows the same suit as the first earnings call of this year, in which the Model Y Juniper was released like 1 to 2 weeks right before that, I would imagine it would also follow suit around that as well. But taking a look at January 29, 2025 was the first earnings call of this year, and so hopefully it's not going to be all the way till April 29th. But even if it is, I could see some time frame where the non-launch Model Y gets announced in that like April 15th, mid second to third week type of time frame, but deliveries won't start right away. Deliveries will probably start in May and then also June as well. That would be my prediction on when like the Model Y would switch over to the non-launch and also the Juniper, and really that's when I see it could be happening. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. So you've been shopping for a Tesla recently, but the monthly payment has probably got you rethinking your budget. Instead of sacrificing and cutting back on a brand new Tesla and getting your dream car, why not save on your monthly phone bill? And that's where our partner Mint Mobile comes into play here. We've also been thinking about getting a new Tesla, and constantly I like looking at our bills, monthly subscriptions, trying to see where we can cut back. Things like Netflix, YouTube Premium, and much more. And that's where I've been able to save on my monthly phone plan by going to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month, and you can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your own phone along with your current number and existing contacts. It's really easy to switch service thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free, and it only takes 15 minutes. As you guys know, we've been traveling a lot pretty recently, so using Mint Mobile's mobile hotspot with our laptop has been pretty crucial and a game changer. So if you want to save money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked in the description, to get premium wireless starting at $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next topic.